Hi friends, it's Ashley Stringer and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is the first video you are seeing from me, you should know that I am a Houston-based recording artist and the founder of the anti-bullying campaign #SimpleSmile. So in today's video, we are in the kitchen with Ashley Stringer, obviously, and we are gonna be making some gluten-free homemade tortillas that are absolutely delicious. You're gonna wanna stick around and watch the whole video and try the recipe for yourself. So let's get into it. In today's episode, we have a very special guest, Miss Lisa Stringer.
Welcome to my kitchen. It's gonna be good.
As we get started today, 3 ingredients you will need is low-fat Greek yogurt, all-purpose gluten-free flour, and almond flour.
The beautiful thing about making these, Ashley, is that you really only need 2 ingredients. I'm choosing 3 just because I've played with it a lot, trying to make Ashley happy, and she likes the flavor of it. One is non-fat or low-fat Greek yogurt. Believe it or not, I like the vanilla, don't you?
I will say, just to add this, because it's awesome, an awesome fact, is that this has so much protein. So these tortillas are full of protein, a great after gym snack too.
That's it.
If you're looking to increase your protein, just
That's
add
right.
that now, just so you know.
And so a lot of people do it with flour. Of course, we do gluten-free flour, but I find that I like the texture and the outcome when I use almond flour also. Now, one thing I haven't done, but you can do, is oat flour. So if you got oatmeal at home, you can just blend it, make your own oat flour if you don't have any, and mix the combination. I think the one thing about this recipe is that there are no rules. There are absolutely no rules. In fact, we're not even gonna list how many cups of anything to use, because I found that when I followed the rules, it didn't work out to to my liking and your taste buds liking. So we're gonna start by opening this up, bamboozle. So here's the deal. I could tell you, hey, use a whole cup of it, but that's not exactly what we do. I literally get the yogurt, and you're looking at one absolutely heaping big plump of yogurt. Now, because I want to make a few of them, not just one, if I'm going to make enough for 2-3 people, I'd probably use about that much. Or you could say one big scoop will get you 2 for each person. So I'm thinking that that's going to help me get 4. So that was a tablespoon. This is a teaspoon. And as you can tell, I'm probably going to do 2 of these. And then I'm going to switch over to almond because Ashley loves the almond texture, and I do too. And guess what that does? It actually adds more protein. So I'm going to do probably 3 of these to start off with. You see that? And then literally just start mixing this baby up. If you would like, and you don't have to, is add salt and pepper. So I personally like to add a little bit. Ashley asked me not to do too much salt in it because depending on what she's going to do with it is whether it's going to need salt or not. So she may have something that's savory and doesn't want too much in it because the food's already savory and has it in it, or she may have it just as a quesadilla and she wants to salt it. So it just depends. Now, one thing about gluten-free, for those of you that cook gluten-free, you know that it's very, very sticky and it's not easy. You see a lot of videos where they're kneading dough and nothing sticks. You know, worst case scenario, you get a little flour and put it in there. Well, look at this. This is what happens when you deal with gluten-free. Hence my using gloves. So depending on how much protein you want, if you look up close, it's got a lot of yogurt there. I may just add a little bit more of the almond flour just to give it a little bit more texture to it. The other thing is, if you want to add garlic, you can do fresh garlic. I've also seen recipes when I was first looking into this and thinking creatively, you could put a lot of mozzarella cheese in here. You can do cheddar cheese. So you can do anything you want to make it more savory. I've even seen somebody that said, hey, I minced some spinach and threw that in there just to get some extra greens in there. So look at how beautiful it looks in terms of taking its shape and form. And we're done. It was that easy. Once you're done kneading, I should say, or rather, kneading with your spoon, I would go ahead and get a pan on the skillet.
Yes, no ground pan.
Or on the grill rather, and let it start getting hot. because you definitely need it to be hot so that it cooks quickly and you don't burn your item. One of the things that frustrated me when I was first trying to cook gluten-free is that nothing was as easy as all these videos made it out to seem. Oh, look how pretty, it's shaped beautifully. And I'm like, how on earth are you guys doing this? Everything is sticking, nothing comes out. I tried using a roller pin, and I can't tell you how much money I wasted on expensive products, because anybody that knows that they're buying gluten-free, you're paying way more than gluten-filled products. And so I would just try to do something and it was a disaster, or it looked nothing like the video. Well, I began to test different things out, and this is one of the liners that you would use for like a fryer, an air fryer. And I have found that you can do two things. You can either put a little bit of oil here. You can dab I don't do the almond flour for this. You can dab just a little bit of the regular flour on here. Get yourself a little ball, however much consistency. Don't play with it too much because again, it sticks. But look how good it's doing on my gloves. Put it in here, and I literally get another. So I have plenty of them on hand. You can use a roller pin. I don't, because Ashley likes the look of having something natural, almost like when she goes to an Indian restaurant or a Greek restaurant and they have the naan and such. And so you can literally press until you get it into the form you want. I've got it to the shape I think I want. This one looks like it's about yay big. It often lifts up. Sometimes you may have something stick a little bit. So for the next one, what I probably will do is throw in a little bit of flour just to make sure that's ready and it doesn't stick. I may just rub a little bit of flour on top, and it's time to go put it on the grill. Coming off just perfectly. And remember, we put a little bit of oil. So the flour that fell in there, if you don't put too much flour, I probably overdid it there, but that's not gonna hurt anything because it'll toss over.
From here is when I like to come in and take over job of flipping the little tortillas over. Let's see if it's almost ready yet. You know what, I think we can go for a good flip.
Did you oil it?
Yes.
Okay, go for it. And look at that beautiful thing.
Obviously, I'll flip it over a couple more times, really let it brown. That way it looks like the one over there.
Yeah. Awesome. And again, you can change the size. It's whatever size you want. We just sometimes make minis, and sometimes we make big ones.
Now this part is Ashley's specialty, you know, designing, plating our tacos. So today we're gonna do one more breakfast style. We're gonna do some avocado slices, a little fresh egg on top. And for the other one, we're gonna make it like a street taco. We got some steak, some queso fresco, tomatoes, onions. We're gonna do a little bit of this mi tienda HEB beans. It's gonna be fire, and some fresh salsa. So let's get to working. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is put my beans. These are the best on-the-go beans from HEB. I'm gonna put a little bit like this. And I like a lot of beans, so take my spoon, kind of spread those out. Okay, perfect. Lick the spoon, cause it's for me. Toss it over here. Now from here, I'm gonna take my queso fresco and put it just about everywhere. This part a little messy. We love meat around here. My tomatoes. Look how good it already looks, y'all. Then my fresh onion. Okay, perfect. And then once it's done, I'll top it with some of our green salsa. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just as that. Just that simple. Just that simple. Now, before I take a bite of one of our delicious treats, thank you so much for watching this week's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with a friend. Now, let's devour this. I think I'm gonna start here where we bring, oh, whoa.
You made it too big.
No, it's never too big. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sticking together. Wow, it's so good. All right, bye y'all. I'm about to enjoy my really good dinner. Peace.